I hope all of you had a great Labor Day weekend. It didn't feel like school should be starting last week, but now it officially does. So we're going into week two. Week two will be a good week because it's, I'd say, the weakness of my business classes. I don't do enough small business, and I'll call it real business. That's where the focus should be, small and medium, especially for learning business concepts. And I'll get to that. This week you have two discussion board posts and your chapter critique due. I will be lenient grading the first week's discussion boards, but I will be enforcing going forward this rubric. Your first post for each topic is due by Wednesday night. If you do a decent job, you get 5 points. If you add data statistics with examples, meaning more than opinions, more than creative ideas, that's great. That's the start. We want you to have ideas, opinions, be creative. That's worth 5. But if you also in that post have numbers, examples of maybe other companies using it or similar companies using it, then you earn the 10 points. So that's due by Wednesday night. By the following Monday, the end of the week, meaning 7 days later, you're required to have responded to a classmate's post for each discussion board topic. Same thing. Your response is decent, 5 points. If your response has data and statistics to support your ideas, then you earn the 10 points. So there's 20 points in the discussion boards. The only other item is you can't do all your posts on the same day. We want you to make sure that you're reading your classmates' posts and you're active on the discussion board because that's the main tool. And as far as the chapter critiques go, that's just to find something in the brief readings of the textbook that I wrote that you can find and say, hey, I disagree with him in this area. Because the reason I decided to do that this semester was that's true critical thinking. When you say, I disagree with this comment and here's why, that's what we're really out for, is to get critical thinking. And maybe I change my viewpoint, and more importantly, you can change your own viewpoint, because that's what we're in school for. We're supposed to be changing, evolving, and growing and looking at things from different perspectives. Why is small business so important? The corporate world and academia focus too much on its competition, whereas small business oftentimes collaborates. They work with their competitors. It's not an end-sum game, and there can be more than one winner. Big time, when you lack marketing dollars, you use traditional word-of-mouth networking. We also don't teach it correctly oftentimes. We live in a Lego world. People don't produce the entire item. They depend on multiple vendors. Oftentimes competitors make parts and components for each other, ingredients. So we're in more of an interconnected world than business school tells you. And people are looking for results, not buying a widget. We're not looking for a commodity. We're looking for, what can this business do for me? And then as a small business owner, you can evolve and change where you're a solutions provider, not just selling something. So business school is not always valuable. I don't care if it's the Ivy League, University of Michigan, the most respected schools in the world oftentimes focus on big business versus small business, which means publicly traded companies versus privately traded companies. And the way money is spent and invested is oftentimes not realistic. So the weakness of fancy colleges is they focus on corporate, and the truth of business would be more on the grassroots small business level. So it's something I need to try to do a better job each week and hope to do this week for you guys. So if you have any questions, send me an email. I look forward to seeing your guys' opinions again for week 2.